Yeah, frankly, give a damn. This is a special one for me today for multiple reasons. We going no jumper format today with the wide joint so they can see the whole situation.
Oh, okay.
Don't get me wrong. I'm going to give you some close-ups of your girl because she popping. But listen, you know what it is, your host, Rhett Butler, but I got a special individual here today, Madam Keiona Clark. If you don't know, you already slow. Owner, founder, CEO, all the boss titles for the DMV League of Artists, and definitely one of my close homies who I'm consistently proud of. Keiona, welcome to the goddamn show.
Hey there.
What up with you?
A whole lot, but nothing at the same time.
We was having a great conversation before
We
let
were.
y'all ear hustle with y'all nosy ass. But just in general, one, how you doing? What's keeping you motivated? You've done a lot. You still here. You still hungry, but you fed. You don't need to eat no more of this art shit, but you doing it though. What's happening?
Yeah, many years.
What's happening?
Listen, trying to stay sane, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's possible and impossible at the same time.
That's a fact.
Oh, yeah, I always say this is a dog-eat-dog world. Only
Facts.
Strong survive.
Man.
Oh, trying to tell you. So, yeah. So,
Okay.
mental health, you know what I'm saying?
Mental
it's good.
health.
Taking care of yourself. You know, that's very important, and you can't be a good person if you can't take care of yourself. You got to love yourself first.
Right. So talk about loving yourself. I mean, the art world can be treacherous in the sense of, number one, not only just talking about making money, not even just talking about protecting yourself from the vultures that don't know art but know how to rob artists, but also this, and then staying motivated among all the other craziness I said that's outside of the art world. Talk about it.
So it's funny you say that because I've always had the ability to separate the art from the artist.
Okay.
So you can be the most talented, dopest, baddest MF on the planet.
That's right.
When it comes to your craft.
Right.
You can be an asshole. You know what I'm saying?
Be an
So there's leaders, there's followers, there's givers, there's takers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's people who are authentic, people are fake.
Yeah.
So, and that goes in anybody's life, anybody's profession, you know what I'm saying? But in the creative world, it's rampant. So I'm a giver, not a taker. But when you are a giver, people don't understand it. Like in their brains, there's something she's got to want from that. There's something that, and that's not what it is. It's that, I'm sure everybody's heard a million times, I'm a cancer survivor, breast cancer survivor.
Right.
But I was a good person before I got cancer, but I always say God kept me here for a reason. And if it's to give back, that's what basically what I'm going to continue to do, because maybe that's why he kept me here in the first place.
That's real.
But, people can't receive it. It's hard for people to receive because in their mind you got some other agenda. Yeah. So I had an artist say to me recently, because that's something I will call people on their bad behavior.
Okay.
My definition of bad behavior, please know that.
Which I appreciate that, and if you don't appreciate that, that means you ain't trying to grow.
Thank you.
But
exactly.
I digress.
And I was told, I've grown. I'm older now, and so I had to basically say, you do realize that when we all got in this game, I was the age that you are now. So when everybody was acting like, I was crazy for calling people out, it's like, no, I came into the door mature. I came into the door businesswoman.
Right.
So that's how I've always conducted myself. So some people had an issue with it only because, we did the other thing together, and it was the power of no. So when you tell people no, they're like, how dare you?
Right.
And you're looking at them like, you should try it sometimes because.
For sure.
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You can't say yes to everything.
Yeah, I want to talk. I mean, for those who don't know, give them an understanding of what the DMV League of Artists is and all that good stuff. And what got you into the game of not only making art, because you could, like I said, I'm going to say this again, like we said during our other webinar, you could be selfish.
Yes, I could.
And to be honest, I think being an artist is being selfish, meaning you're supposed to be as self-centered as possible to get the vision out your head into the canvas, if that's your medium.
Yeah. So, okay, I'm an artist, so it makes it easier for me to move and understand because I'm not just somebody who's facilitating art. I'm not a collector. I am a curator, don't get me wrong.
Right.
I'm actually, to a certain extent, I'm a collector, but I'm all of those things, and I am an artist.
Facts.
So I look at things from a different lens. So I can put myself in everybody's shoes. So normally whenever I facilitate something, the people who I'm working for are happy, and then the artists that work with me are also happy because I understand the 360 degree of it all.
The whole thing.
Yeah. So the league, I came into the game as an artist. The league started by accident.
True. Harlem Fine Art Show.
Yes, Harlem Fine Art Show. Gateway CDC had a free table. Wanted to gift it to me. True Keiona fashion. Well, I'll invite everybody. And then, I find out that it was that the booth that was given to us wasn't large enough to fit everybody that I had invited, because the Harlem Fine Art Show is such a big deal that everybody wants to do it. And it's expensive to get in, and I'm here having this free opportunity. And then,
shout out to Harlem, by the way. That's hometown.
Yes.
I'm actually from Harlem, born in St. Luke's Roosevelt Hospital. We wasn't on chopped cheeses the whole time. This is internet jargon. Stop playing. We was regular hero eaters. I know y'all say sub. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Look, look, you done?
Yeah, I had to let it be known. There's a lot of misconceptions here.
But and shout out to Deion Clark. Look, he's a lot, and he knows I would tell him that. But the brand that he created was actually
Is he like the Dapper Dan of the art game for Harlem? No Gucci.
Yeah, I could say that.
Okay,
yeah, I could say that.
Your flowers, Deion.
Yeah,
we'll give you your flowers,
baby. We'll his flowers. Yeah. But and Deion is a lot. I'm gonna try to be a little diplomatic. But
we're all a lot.
Yes, we are. But when somebody like me, who again don't have a problem with calling people out, he and I actually meshed because he knew what I wasn't going to put up with, and so I became a protector of other people.
That's good.
But the other people who I'm protecting aren't understanding that I'm protecting. They're thinking I'm trying to block their blessings, and I'm like,
yeah.
So,
what year was this?
This was Jesus.
The first one.
I want to say 2009 or 10. Wait, no, because we're in 2025. So
Yeah.
Hold on. So 2018.
2018.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
2018.
Love it.
So got in there, met with Deion, got all those artists in there, ended up getting everybody their own booth. So we went from one booth to getting everybody a booth. I think each person paid like $200 a piece. Now, mind you, those booths are like $1,500 to $2,500 or $3,000.
Damn.
We had like 6 booths.
Damn.
Each artist paid $200. I got some sponsors, because I know people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And again, that's one. Some of this is gonna be a flex, but I'm not a flexer. So it's not even flex, it's just the truth of my life. I show up for people. I'm a good person. I'm good to the people who are, So even with that, me mentioning things, what can I do? How can I help? So I had even people that own companies that just was helping out a little bit. Not a whole lot, got to say that, because it's hard to find money. But $50 here, $200 here. I had one guy buy Step and Repeat who owned a pool company, who I had literally just met, and was like, he was like, and he bought a Step and Repeat.
Okay.
So basically got us in there, and then when we were there, had a cooler with everybody. And shout out to Blue Robin. I give Blue Robin a shout out.
Blue Robin.
So he was a big helper with that in that whole situation. So we had a cooler for drinks, snacks for everybody. And then the other artists saw it and was just like, and we're helping each other out, helping each other hang.
Right.
And the other artists come to me. Oh, let me rewind. They told us a way to come up with a name for the group because we had on booths and they wanted to put us all together. Okay. And I'm like, a name? So I don't know if you're familiar with the movie League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Of course.
Okay. So
I'm one of the superheroes in the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
I'll tell you. So that's one of my favorite. Like the fact that Dracula, was it with a werewolf?
Right.
All of those.
Red.
Yeah. They all fought together. You said Red. Which one are you, the werewolf? Or what's the dude that they got to put together?
I'm the werewolf on Thursday, but the most I'm stuck.
Oh, what's the Frankenstein? There you go.
I'm not that motherfucker
okay.
at all.
I'm probably Frankenstein.
I'm too fly to be Frankenstein. Anything. That nigga's shoes is blocky. His head.
Hey, I might be Frankenstein. Weave, eyelashes, all that. You know what I'm saying?
You dumb as hell.
Everything together. So.
Frankenstein got a weave. Let me find out.
Look, Frankenstein's
different these days.
Frankenstein's a whole lot of parts.
Frankenstein
you know
got
what
a
I'm
weave.
saying? So, look, sleeve. You know what I'm saying? Superhero sleeve. So, but no, they all the superheroes got together. Well, not really superheroes, but all of the Yeah, I guess they are superheroes too, huh?
For sure.
Got together basically to work together to fight evil.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, we can call it the League of Extraordinary Artists.
I love that.
And they said it's too long for the sign. And I'm like,
stop hating and get your signs longer.
Yeah. So I had a conversation with my brother. Mm-hmm. And I was like, they trying to think of a name. I want to do, da-da-da. He was like, why don't you name it from where you're from?
Right.
And I was like, DC League of Artists, the PG League of Artists, the Maryland League, and I was like, DMV. So that's how the name came about, and it was, and it fit the sign. So
it fit the sign. Okay.
So we're there. Other artists are coming to us, and they're like, I'm trying to be in a league. How can I get in a league? And I'm like, it's not really a thing. It doesn't really exist. So I really was like, it's not really a thing. So then I literally went home that night and was like, maybe I should make it a thing. And then from there, it just kind of,
pew.
Yeah, like bigger than even I thought it could get. And I'm not acting like, I don't want to say it, make people think that I think it was like some big international, name. It's not that. It was like in the artist world in this area, it started to form its own thing. And then the fact that, and I hid behind it because I wasn't making myself the face of the organization.
Gotcha.
So I can be in a room with somebody and they wouldn't even know.
Right.
Like people come to me and say, how can I get in the league? You know what I mean? It's like, you got to talk to Keiona. So, and then people who didn't even know me or care for me that much, because I'm either you love me or hate me person, will go to other people and be like, how'd you get in there? Who did I talk? You got to talk to Keiona, and I'm like, oh, okay, face crack. So,
damn.
yeah.
So you basically filled a void you didn't even know existed.
I think so, and then part of it being a collective, there wasn't a whole lot of those in this area, so I don't want to say none because none that I was aware of. Okay. I did my research. What is a collective? And you got to realize this is still me in the beginning of my art stage. So I'm still looking up what's the best way to market. What's the, what's a CV? Like, you know what I'm saying?
What's a CV?
What's the difference between a group? And then I'll see collective. Oh, what's a collective? Oh, that's what it is. Because again, the superhero thing, that worked out because at that point, all of these artists come together to make bigger things happen. That's that was the original thought process. And then
that was very clever.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
very clever.
Thank you. So it's like a lot of times when people have, I believe in things happen organically. Like let it fall where they may. The chips are going to fall where they may. You're going to figure out what your niche is. Even when artists tell me, like, what is your advice to me? I'm sorry, I keep doing that. What is your advice to me? And I always tell them, do what you love and everything's going to fall into place. Like, I can only tell you what my experience has been. Right. Do what you love. Be consistent. Show up.
Right.
Make sure that creating networks and good relationships is not even part of it. It's just doing the right thing, and those things just kind of happen organically too. Right. So then people want to be in your space. So that's basically how the league started. So I think the next big thing we did was the Art Basel. Okay. So same thing, something that seemed like it wasn't achievable to a lot of people.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, which is crazy, but it does cost.
Flights to Miami are for everybody, bro.
Yeah, but it does cost money, and you have to same thing, expensive to get into the gallery. So we got into Spectrum. Right. So
and break that down, Spectrum.
So Spectrum is one of the major spots. Scope and Spectrum are two major galleries that everybody wants to be in. So during Art Basel, there's a whole lot of street artists. There's a whole lot of small art pop-ups and that type of thing, but everybody wants to be in the major space because like celebrities go through those spots. A lot of the top artists in those spots. So we got into Spectrum.
Love it.
So and I will have to give Jay Durra his props for that. So
shout out to Jay Durra, the homie.
Shout out to Jay Durra.
That's my guy right
because he had shown at Spectrum before, so he had that relationship. But again, that's part of the whole powers uniting. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So got everybody together, got a budget. This is what everybody would pay. Rented a house, airfare, all of that. Ended up being affordable for everybody. I can't even remember the numbers right now because it's been a while, but trust me, it was very cheap. Had the house with food in the refrigerator. Nobody had to eat out. Close enough to everything where they can catch the Uber.
That was like the Art Basel Airbnb.
Basically. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We had a good time.
You was putting them together.
I got videos of us singing and partying and having a good old time.
Moments.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, of the one. And that's the thing about it. So, the league ended up. So, okay. I was getting approached by artists who other artists look at as
the ones.
The ones.
Them ones, yeah.
And so when I'm still in the beginning stages of my journey too, I don't know who the ones are because of course I remember I told you I stay in my I do what I do. I have tunnel vision. So I think I really realized what it was, and no offense to anybody else, but I think what really opened my eyes, I think, was when Luis approached me.
Shout out to Luis, man. Southeast got something to say.
Oh, yes. So Luis asked me, how can I be in the league? And I'm like, this is my number. Let's, exchange. Because we had, that's the other thing, too. So I got to give Gateway their shout out to. So Gateway, I always had access to 39th Street Gallery.
Facts.
So every year I would do the Black History Month events for Gateway CDC.
Okay.
So Luis submitted his work for that.
Mm-hmm.
So when he I picked his stuff because it's phenomenal. And then when I met him in person.
You eyed, Luis, you eyed.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I actually, so he says to me, how can I get in the league? And I'm like, oh, da, 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 da. Yeah. So I go home and I Google him and I'm like.
Oh, he lit.
Yeah.
Wait, when you Googled him, you looked at the work, or you seen that he had reviews or
I saw
articles
that
or whatever?
He had work, and I think it was he had won awards.
He was outside. He
had some stuff in Hong Kong. He and I guess I am flexing for you. He did. He has work in the Catholic Museum. Yeah, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh wow, like. He wants to be in the league. You know what I mean? Because of course I don't know what I'm creating at that point.
Right. Oh, just so you know too, everything works now.
Okay.
But go ahead. Keep talking to me. I just want to let you know people can see they all up in your grill right now.
Okay.
But you good.
Like I hope I.
You good.
Okay. All right.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Look, that's like self-checkouts. Like,
today was a crazy day, but I was gonna get it right for her. We ain't taking no shots. She watches the show.
Okay, yeah,
anyway.
I do actually. Look, I'm a YouTube.
I know, I love it too.
Oh, critic, all of that.
Me and you are the same because we both watch the crime joints about the crazy drug dealers and all. I watch all that.
Oh yeah.
I'm into it. I love
all of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway.
And I have to be engaged, by the way, too. So sometimes you be like, hey, this is stupid. But yeah, but I was like laying in the bed, eating my popcorn, watching, you know what I'm saying, the Tommy. Shout out to Regati.
Shout out to Rogad.
Yes.
We just came back from Chicago too, but we can get into that later.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway.
So yeah, did all of that, realized what I had, then, did some other stuff around the city. I don't want to get too deep in the story, but
yeah.
And then, as you start to get successful, then people start to have their opinions about you and what you're doing. And I had stuff is getting back to you. I've told that we're, the league thinks that they're, this clique and it's hard to get in there because they don't just, you got to be a certain. And I'm like, no, I just.
First of all, so what, nigga? If you got to step your shit up.
Exactly.
Homie. You sounding insecure.
Thank you. And the thing about it is that it wasn't about that, but at the same time, I'm still one person trying to run this. I can't take in all these people because when you're taking a whole bunch of people, then everybody's expecting something from you that you really can't give them.
It sounds like they didn't want to give you no grace.
Yes, they did not. I done heard some stuff about who I am, people who don't know me at all.
Right.
So like the genuine people like you, again, you've been to my home. Everybody hasn't done that.
I've been to her home.
Yes, he's been to my home. Some people don't really know me, but they think they know me. And then some people feel like I don't like them because I haven't invited them into my world and my space. But you can't let everybody into your circle.
Right.
So, yeah.
Meanwhile, what y'all don't know is that she's too busy to even think about your ass.
Yeah, basically.
But my bad.
Yeah, because I have a whole life. Yes.
You do have a whole ass life.
I do.
It's very full.
I'm somebody's child. I'm
somebody's
sister.
child. You somebody's auntie.
I'm somebody's auntie.
I mean.
Godmama.
Yeah, you be there for your people, too.
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah. I'm a very family-oriented. As a black woman, our family basically rely on us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Society disrespects us.
Yes.
Basically. Oh, yes. And corporate fear us. So, yeah.
Say that one more time.
Our family relies on us. Yeah. Society disrespects us. Yeah. And corporate fears us.
Wow.
So, and I live that in every aspect of my life.
I respect it.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the other parts of art where, Okay, first, let's be clear. Being an artist looks cool as hell. It looks cool. The lifestyle looks cool. Mm-hmm. The results look cool. Mm-hmm. Everybody's shock and awe is amazing. Mm-hmm. You chose to still have something that was guaranteed income-wise while also building this organization and building yourself as an artist.
Yes.
Why? When you're good enough to just do the art thing and still make money.
So it's funny you say that, because even people at my job say to me all the time, why are you even here?
I know they do, and
yes,
I don't even go there.
Exactly. And so I always say, I don't give up a bag for a bag.
This is why you, my people.
So yes.
You're taking all the bags.
I'm taking all the bags.
If they're for me.
Yes. Oh, yes.
And these are for you.
Because I'm in an industry that I'm happy. I have a good job. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, dealing with people is always hard.
Of course.
No matter where you go.
But you can see yourself an expert at your job. Like, you've been in long. You know what you're doing.
Yeah, I know I'm doing. I've been in this industry, the engineering industry, for a long time.
Right.
I came into the art game being successful, stable.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I don't have a husband.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't, and after having a husband makes a difference sometimes, but you know.
I understand.
Yeah, I don't have anybody paying half of anything. You know what I'm saying? So, yes.
You feel me?
And I have a standard of life that I choose to live, not to impress nobody else.
We ain't going backwards.
But for me, oh no, it's a tall. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was broke rich. You know, I say hood rich. I wasn't in the hood, but I was broke rich.
Right.
But yeah, I always look.
Right. You can't say hood rich when you're not in the hood.
Thank you, but it's called creative, because I can buy something from a thrift store. Like, I have people come to my house and be like, "Oh my God, where you get that from?" Right. Be like, "I got that from not the thrift store,
I got it from whoop-de wop that you went past and didn't know there was the thingamajigger in there."
Yeah, the what are they called? Like the farmers market places, like Hughesville and that kind of stuff, where you go to the antique shops.
Right.
Yeah, so like you go to place flea markets, that kind of stuff. There you go. And you find something, you put some paint on that thing and some flowers in the middle of it, it looked like an expensive ass table. So even when I was, lower incomed, oh yeah, you walk into the apartment, people be like, dang. And you're like, yeah, but you took some fabric and draped it around the window. So I've always had a standard that I lived by. Right. And then when you get older, you ain't trying to spray paint stuff. You know what I'm saying? You want to buy it. You don't want to do that no more.
Right.
So yeah, so I did that. So coming into the game, it was, and I get that it's easier for me to say no to something because I have something to fall back on.
Facts.
And that's part of me helping other people, because let me be the person that's protecting you, because I don't have anything to lose, you do. So people forget that artists, same thing what I said about me, I'm somebody's child, I'm somebody, so are these artists. They have children, they're somebody's parent. They have to live too. They have to pay rent or mortgage, or they have to put gas in their car. Guess what? They got to have a car. And then you want them to show up because that's cool for your event to have artists there. But there's no there's no money for them. There's no budget. You ain't think about any of that.
None of it.
At all.
Right.
And then artists are so used to them doing that they'll do it for nothing because they want the exposure. So it's like, what are you really exposing yourself to?
Right.
Wasting your time?
Okay, here we go. So now she done slipped us into the power of no.
The power of no.
So talk about this. What does it mean? We know what no means. Nobody likes it, but it's there.
It is.
But how do artists harness the power? And what is the power of no? Because it sounds like I'm not going to win. What does this mean?
So the power of no is knowing your worth.
Uh-huh. So this is like multi-iterations of no.
Yes,
like K-N-O dub and N-O.
There's there's hell to the no. You know what I'm saying? There's hell no. Yeah.
She got her boots on the ground.
Look, there's carnival, no more clacking fans. No. So it's knowing your worth. Like, so I can only tell you again my experiences. I was asked to do a mural one time. I said no. And they were like, don't you want the exposure? And I said,
N-O.
Yes. And I said, I am exposed. You found me. So.
Got you.
Yes. And then, they said, it's in a major spot. And I was like, okay, well, you know what? Think about it this way. You want me to give you a free mural on this building.
Right.
You want me to buy the paint. It's very high, so I got to rent a lift.
Right.
That's my time.
Right.
and I'm supposed to pay for all of that out of my pocket,
right,
for you to have free mural for me to get exposure.
Yeah, and a lift, like a cherry picker.
Yes, a cherry picker.
So if something happens to your physical body on this dangerous ass device at heights, there's no insurance that they have for you either, right?
Exactly, and we'll talk about that too.
Okay.
So yeah.
So they ask you to risk life and limb to make some beauty.
And artists do it. They do it.
I might have passed 3 fools risking their life today.
Yeah, and I've told them all
art.
the time, like, what are you doing? And even other art organizations who broker work for artists who don't take that into consideration, that think about what you're saying. And again, and I'll drop this name because, it's one of my folks. So this is Buzz. Hi, Buzz. So Buzz is one of the artists. He asked me, and sometimes,
what's up, Buzz? Yeah,
that's my folks.
The Jamaican homie.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember.
So he called me and asked me to go on a mural consult with him or whatever.
Okay.
So again, things that I do, and a lot of people don't know that I do these things. I don't go around talking about what I do for people, but the people who know, and the people who don't know are the ones who don't know me.
Right.
So we go on a consultation together, and we get there, and I was like, it was, when you walk into the building, it was just stairwell, and then it was a mural that went all the way up to the top of the wall with stairs.
Damn.
So the guy was like, yeah, we wanted him. And so there was already a mural there. They wanted it covered.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, so how are he supposed to get up there?
And
the guy was like, I don't know, like, I guess a ladder. I said, and he's supposed to put the ladders on the steps? And he was like, I don't know. I didn't think about that. I said, okay, so how did this one get up there? He said it was put up there before we had the building remodel, so the stairs weren't here yet. And I said, okay, but they're here now.
Facts.
So are you willing to close the business so he can at least get a scaffolding or something installed in there? And he said, well, we can't close the business. I said, so how's he supposed to put the mural up? He was like, well, I was thinking we can do it after he's closed. So he put scaffolding up there. How's he supposed to take him down if you can't do that? And is that in your budget? And I said, he was like, and I said, he could die.
Yeah, like literally break his neck.
He could really literally break his neck. And even he said, I didn't think about that kind of stuff to ask those questions.
You didn't think about my life?
Yeah. No, Buzz said that. Buzz I didn't think about.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're looking at the prize of
the bread.
Yeah, of the bread. So, and not that he wouldn't, but at that, he just wasn't thinking about that. He's thinking, oh, they're going to pay me for, and even, and I don't even know how much they were going to pay, but even if they had all of this money to pay, he still can't close down the business for you, for safety purposes, for you to get up there, get it done, get down, and be safe. Because, and you touched on the insurance thing, as a contractor, you can get insurance. So the league has insurance. I'm saying had because, we're kind of doing a revamp right now.
For sure.
But whenever you did a mural under the league, that was part of the things that we could protect you on because you would get paid a nice amount of money. Then we took care of all of that part. That was me having these conversations saying, my artist's not getting up there without a lift. My artist ain't doing this. We need this much money. So I'm doing all that for you.
Indeed.
So that's basically one of the issues, including the insurance, because as the league, if you're there doing it under us, we had the liability insurance in play.
That's dope.
So and umbrella insurance as well.
Oh, damn.
So they were covered. Now, you can't cover other people, but if they're under your umbrella,
then they fall.
You can't because we were covered as an organization.
Yeah, it's like, obviously I know a lot about the league, but every time you talk about the multifaceted things the league does for artists, it's completely clear to me that's an advocacy organization.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
It's advocacy, it's facilitation, it's mentorship, it's financial empowerment, it's literacy, financial literacy.
Yeah.
Education, it's so many things.
Yeah, it is. But you got to realize that you have to have the people there that's going to receive the information.
Hello.
And we do had a good number of those. We also had a good number who didn't. And then...
wait, let me ask you this, because artists are used to being by themselves, so they don't know how to work within, I don't say a team or structure, but they're not used to having a coach?
Yes and no, because
being an artist is kind of like being a misfit, renegade to a little something low-key. Like nobody expects you to make it.
So let me just correct that too. So I think it goes back to, remember I said art, you can't blame everything on artists. Some stuff is just being human.
Yeah.
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 So
that's real.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Matter of fact, I had a cousin. I went to a family event recently, and my cousin said something about, yeah, you do that because you're an artist. I was like, no, I've been doing that since I was a child, even before I became an artist. But I guess I could be born into, being artistic, But
you're a thorough person that happens to do art.
There you go.
Because there's people who are not thorough and they do art.
Thank you.
Well, there's more artists that are not thorough. Respectfully, I ain't coming for y'all, but we know who you is.
Yeah, exactly. It's funny because when I was a child, so my mother told me a story the other day. She said when I was a child, she said I used to interrupt when she would talk, and she said to me one day, "You have to say excuse me, you can't just interrupt." She said, and then from that day forward, I'd be like, excuse me, 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 excuse me. And I said to her, girl, you just literally just wrap me up into one bow. That's me. Like,
gotcha.
She said, because the thing about it is that you listen to what I said and you follow direction, but but at that point it's like, okay.
It's like you seen the pause button? Pause.
Yeah.
It's like you need your own button excuse me?
Yeah, exactly. And she was like, it's basically sums you up because I couldn't be mad at you because you did what I asked you to say, excuse me.
Facts.
Yeah. And it's part of you being a little jerk. Being like, since I got to say, excuse me, guess what? Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. So.
You see, you was a smart little one because once you figured out the loophole, you was like, oh, I got you.
Exactly. Since a child.
You
talked a lot since a child.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandma used to wash my mouth out with soap because I would talk so much.
Damn, that was, in my household, that was only reserved if I said the F word, the S word, the B word.
Well,
then it was like
I told business.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You was on that.
Yeah.
You was like a little snitchy child.
I told the truth.
Oh, you kept it a buck.
I just kept it a buck. But my parents never got on me about that. And as a matter of fact, I recently had a conversation with my mom.
I respect this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, both my mothers, I have two of them, by the way. Mom and stepmom.
So nobody can slip up around you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
and I said that to them. I was like, I just want to tell you, I realized I never really got smacked in the mouth. And they were like, both of them on different said, because you never said anything that wasn't true. And it's like, we had to be like, oh, no, she got a point. You just spoke your mind. So I literally have been like this as a child. So
you was an advocate off the littles.
Oh my gosh, yes. Like literally, I would go to the doctor, and the doctor, when I would leave the doctor, I would say, they would give me a lollipop, and I'd be like, can I get another one? My brother's in the car.
Right.
And they would give me a lollipop, and I'd be like, look, I got you a lollipop. So I've just always been a giver. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But I also cuss your ass out.
Yeah.
Before I give it to you.
You're not a punk ass giver. You just a giver.
Exactly. So I have people say that too. Like, Keiona, I've had people say to me, Keiona, you do too much for these artists. Like, they're just running over you. They're not running over me. Like, come on now. If I not want to do something, say I'm not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's not really true. But back to your point, because I really was trying to get to a point here.
My bad.
No, you're fine, because I was parlaying that into what I was saying, but I think I kind of went way left. But
which is dope, by the way. See, what y'all don't understand, this is my friend. We talk. I don't give a shit how long it take. It's as if I seen her yesterday, because it's real.
Yes. And that's what true friendship is. It really is. Like, I don't have to be in your face every day.
We're gonna have tangents in the convo. We're gonna go in other places, but we never forget, because she and I are both thorough. But anyway, you was making a point.
Yes, and real recognizes real. Please know that.
I'll take that. Thank you.
So, because I would rather you tell me if I wronged you, if I said something or did something. I would rather you confront me with it, even if it's uncomfortable.
I know that's right.
Yeah, I would rather that than somebody come back and saying, he said, yo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what? Okay. I didn't know you felt like that.
Facts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So.
Okay.
But back to your point. So some of this I want to say is, I don't want to feel like I'm being messy, because people will feel like I'm talking about them, and it might not be that person that they think I'm talking about, but I can only tell you situations. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think some people.
We're talking about you. My bad.
Yeah. Instead of working together, they sit there and they say, "Oh, I could do this."
Mr. Me Too. Shout out to the Clips.
Yeah, and in their mind, if they do it with you, they're doing it for you and not for themselves too. So then they'll go back and they'll try to duplicate what you've done.
Right.
And then they'll come back to you and say, "Hey, don't you want to help me with?" Okay, so if you would have came to me in the first place, we maybe would have done it together.
Right. Facts.
But you don't went out there and made it like it was so easy to do because people see the end result. They don't understand what goes into making it happen. So yeah, so people show up for the party and they don't stay for cleanup and they don't show up early for setup.
I know that's right.
Yeah, so they just see the party and in their mind they're like, I can do this, not realizing how much went into it.
Facts.
So yeah, so there's there was a whole lot. There's a whole lot of that.
Yeah. No problem.
Yeah. Instead of working together, there's duplication of the efforts. So, and then they'll do a one and done. It's like, well, have we done this together? It could have been a consistent thing. Or either thinking that if they do something for the league, it's going to uplift the league and take away from what they're doing. Right. So there's been situations where, I've seen artists do things for other entities and they'll be, shout out to such and such and we outside and da-da-da. And then they'll do something with the league and it'll be like, yeah, so I went to the party last week. And you'd be like, okay, so the reason why you went to the party is because it was a league party. But they won't say it was a league party. They'll just say they went to the party.
Got you.
And then I'm sitting there like, why wouldn't you? Like, that's how we get stuff. And then you got to, and forgetting too that a lot of stuff that we got was through the relationships that I had. Right. And then you also have situations.
Does that go back to artist individualism?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Why are they doing that? I mean, like, my thing is the whole point, as you just described, why you even named this the league. They don't understand they part of the extraordinary gentleman.
Yes.
Like, it's like they forget that was the whole motivation, and then I think they just focus on the fact that you're a leader.
Exactly. And let me make this clear.
Make it clear.
Not the core league
y'all good.
Members.
Y'all good.
Y'all are good.
Y'all good.
We're talking about artists that kind of been in and out and up and down and all around.
They ain't put the time in. The ones that didn't put the time in. They heard the name.
Yes.
They came through. Because they saw it was a solid core, they thought they was going to pop in real quick, get on that level when... Like everything, I'm not gonna say there's a hierarchy, but there's a level of commitment that yields rewards.
Thank you. I had one artist come to me and say, "Oh, I want to be a part of the league, and when are y'all doing the next event? Oh, we doing one this weekend. You can come help volunteer." No, I ain't trying to volunteer. I just want to.
They just want to be platform, boom, off rip.
Like what? Yeah, no, that's not how it works, sir.
Yeah,
so,
right.
Yeah, or ma'am.
or man.
But yeah, no, so there was a whole lot of that where I'm just like, again, and I've been approached at other people's stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to keep anybody from being great.
Yeah.
If I can say that I had something to do with your success, when I tell you that's what makes me whole, that's what makes me whole.
Facts.
You don't even have to come back and get me. I'm okay with that. But don't discount what my contributions.
That's right.
Not that I'm looking for that, I'm not. But guess what? I don't have a problem with bigging up. Like if I say something that I got from someone, like even like a phrase, I'll be like my mama say da 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 da, like my sister say da 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 da. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll give them props for that. So it's like, why wouldn't you just call out? Yeah. Yeah. You know how to say their names. Say their names. So yeah. So there's some people that I can say their names and be solid and tell you that they are solid individuals. You're one of them.
Thank you.
Just damn microphone.
I know.
Look.
You can move it around, you good?
No, it's not getting on my way. I just keep forgetting it's there. Even when I put it here, I'm probably gonna knock it over. That's what I do.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, look. So, okay.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, we need to have another one of these after dark.
No bullshit though. Hey, I got a concept.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah. I still got to stay a little diplomatic because, yeah.
We both outside politically too.
Oh yeah, I had somebody ask me recently, like, why do you like Vegas so much? I was like, because I can just be there and be myself. I don't have to worry about being under somebody's microscope.
That's
because
right.
because people say to me all the time, you don't realize who you are in this space. And I don't. But sometimes I'm reminded, because I've really been in public and recognized. It's weird to me. I don't like the fishbowl thing. I don't do that for this, for that. It takes the fun out of it for me when other people expect things from you that you're not willing to give them. Right. It's not that you can't. Right. But in order for me to take care of myself and be sane, I'm just not going to.
Yeah, I'm glad you said Vegas, too, because we both got a Vegas history.
I'm new at
every
the
time
Vegas
I go
thing.
out LV, it just forces me to just relax.
Yeah.
Whereas here, I feel like I'm super East Coast focused. But when I go out there, I finally let it down.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then that extra 3 hours you gain, while y'all in bed, I'm like, we outside.
I'm trying to tell you that in Jamaica, that's my other favorite spot. Oh yeah. You just go out there, look, say your light showing, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The big I can cook arms out. You know,
He's the big I can cook arms out.
Yeah. You don't have no care in the world. That's what dudes say all the time. That means you can cook when you got big arms. Well,
I know that's
I guess.
Right.
I can't cook though, but I don't think.
We're gonna get into that too. Healthy eater, but yeah.
So, but no, yeah, it's like here. You under this pressure if you want to do things.
If you want to do things.
Yeah, like unless you just stay in the house. Like when you have a actual active life. Yeah, people who don't have an active life act like you just do so. Oh my God, it's got to be great. And you're like, or if you could say, or you tell them a story, they're like, oh, that didn't happen. And you're like, because they don't know but going to work and going home, taking care of the kids, doing it all over again every single day. And it's like, you do realize there's a whole world out here that you're not aware of. Yeah,
the homie Rogati said his friend called it the Normies.
There you go. I saw that. I was like
Normies.
this. Oh yeah, I was like this.
Right. And he put that on us. He was like, yo, my New York friend said it. I was like, that sounds like some New York shit.
Yeah. I think it's pretty dope. It's a
the
true
Normies. The Normies
some
is
real stuff. Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of Normies.
Oh, yeah. I was at my regular job on the elevator, and some lady was like, oh, my God, that's Keiona Clark. And I'm literally at work like this. And the other lady said, who is she? And she said, she's an artist. And then the elevator doors open, and I looked back, and I was like, y'all have a nice day.
Man.
Yeah.
It could be a bit invasive.
It is.
Like, relax.
Yeah, it's just me. Like, and it makes you look at them like, damn, you must not have a life. Yeah, which is weird.
Or you're just interesting.
Because a lot of people look for it. Yeah, right. But I don't. It's weird to me because that's not what I do it for. I'm not mad at it.
Right.
But it's still weird because, like I said, you're under a microscope. Because I told you, I was told that I was gay.
What? The hell?
And there's nothing wrong with being gay. And I said, why do you think I'm gay?
Right.
And I'm not going to tell you the full conversation. It was a little more to the conversation.
For sure.
And they said, because I've never seen you with a man. And I said, you never seen me with a woman either. And he was like, oh, I never thought about that. I'm like, yeah.
Get out my bed.
Exactly. Then I was told that it was something going around that I get drunk and cuss people out. And I'm like, I cuss people out sober. And then, as a matter of fact, I went and told my friends that, and they busted out laughing. It was like, girl, you ain't, this is just my personality. Right. But everybody don't know me, so I am who they want me to be or who they think I am.
Gotcha.
And then I have people who think that I'm like super, and then when they get to know me, they're like, Keiona, you're actually cool. And I'm like, why wouldn't you? And they're like, because I intimidate them. And I'm like, why? Yeah. Yeah, okay. I just don't give everybody my energy.
Yeah, thank you for doing that, because it took me a long time to realize that. Why do you think so many people are intimidated by strong women?
Look, I wish I had that answer. I don't, because I don't know anything. I'm not a weak person, so I don't know what they think or how they feel. Right. I go through that in relationships too. Like, I've had guys say to me, what am I supposed to do for you? Protect me? Like, it's because I don't need your finances. Don't mean that I don't need your protection. Right. Yeah. The last guy that said to me was around wintertime, and I was like, the driveway need to be shoveled? Like, right. Yeah, like man stuff.
It's funny you said that too, because I don't even view a woman's strength by money. I view it by, she just has a vision and she's going to be a leader about it.
Yeah, but that's what attracts us to them. But then you got to say, be careful what you wish for. You might just get it. Right. And then they get you, and then they're like, oh, why am I here? But and please know, let's be clear, I absolutely do not, and I gotta say it like that because everybody's like, I know you probably, I don't. I absolutely do not emasculate men.
Thank you. We appreciate this.
I don't. Right. Because I am a product of very strong women and very strong men. So remember I told you when I said they never smacked me in my mouth, my mother's never smacked me in the mouth. But guess what? My father's never smacked them in the mouth.
Got you.
Yeah, they respected them for who they were, and the women respected the men for who they were. I never heard anybody call my father a B, a BA, and okay. They would talk their shit, but guess what they say to you? Your father's gonna be upset. Like you need to get it together. Oh yeah. So never. And I'm like that with the people. I'm never gonna be with a man that I can do that to, because then I'm not gonna feel protected myself. Because I come from protection. Right. Period. Yeah. And when I date somebody, first thing I say to them is, my family will kill you. And then guess what they say to me? If anybody touches you, your family can relax. And I've had more than one say those exact words. I'm like, damn, was it written somewhere?
Hey.
So then you know that you're protected by them. Because I'm a lot to deal with, I'm not extra, but I speak my mind.
Sure.
And then when you're with them and then you're no longer with them, and then you know, they always like to circle back sometimes, and they'll say, you know, one thing I realized about you is that you never walked around with an attitude. I never had to wonder what your problem was, because you told me what the hell you was feeling at the moment, and we moved on.
I know, that's right.
So, again,
so communication is key, because that's normally the issue.
Very key. But you know, just like y'all say, we're emotional creatures. Y'all are emotional creatures. So y'all act like it's us, but it's really not. Not in some cases. Yeah. Let me just say that not everybody's like that. But yeah, I've learned that it's like, just because I speak my mind or tell you how I'm feeling doesn't mean that I'm being, again, disrespectful, because I'm not calling you any kind of assholes or bitches or nothing. And then I don't argue. So they look at people call me condescending all the time. I'm like, I'm not condescending. I'm just not going to entertain.
Right.
I've been told that about guys and girls, because you can be like, the house is on fire. And I'd be like, calm down.
Tell me what's down.
Look, call 911 or get some bucket of water. We're not running out this house. This house ain't going to burn down, because we got to live in it. So we going to get this fire out. Like, that's me.
Right.
On some real stuff. Like when I got a real story about that. When we were kids, we were latchkey kids. And lightning struck our house. Damn. And the dryer, we heard boom.
Oh, wow.
And the dryer was on fire. And we were just like, and my brother my father always showed us where the fire extinguisher was. And that's what I think too. We're old school kids. So not only were we latchkey, I probably shouldn't say this, but look, you can edit this out if you want. But we knew what a gun was.
I mean, my daddy had a gun.
Yeah, but I'm saying my father put it, we can reach it. Okay. He had it in the cabinet down low and was like, this is the gun. For sure. If somebody break in here, you shoot them, but you are not to play with it.
I mean, I respect that with your dad.
Yeah, and we didn't. But I had friends that was like, I don't want my son playing with water guns. I'm like, if you keep it from them, then it becomes
a thing. Like,
a thing. Yeah, like, ooh, look at this gun. But if you embrace it and let them play with it, it's not a big deal to them when they actually get a real one, because you're allowed to have them. You know what I'm saying? That's right. It's just what you do with them. You know what I'm saying? Is what matters. In my family, the boys got rifles for Christmas, and we got to shoot them in the daggone country. We would go out there for Christmas Day, they'd go in the woods and shoot the guns. So they start out with BB guns, and they graduate into actual real guns.
Nice.
So, and I have my cousins from the country, same thing. You see, my cousin's daughter, shout out to my cousin Terrence, but that little girl is like 8 or 9. She has a pink rifle. She be shooting it. You know, high powered, the tractors, not the ones that do the whole 360. She be driving that at the age of 8. So again, that's the difference in the bring up thing. So I was getting somewhere with the daggone gun thing. Oh, so our house got struck by lightning. And my father always told us, this is fire extinguisher. The house catch on fire is what you do. Right. My brother grabbed the fire extinguisher. It ran out of juice. My daddy left the daggone fire extinguisher with no juice in it, but it had a little bit. So then my brother gets like, get a bucket. We throw in water on the fire, put the fire out. The fire department gets there, and I'm at the door like this, leaning on the door, and they're like, get out the house, get out the house, get out the house. And I'm standing there like this. Why would I be standing in the house? The house is burning down. We put the fire out. Right. So they basically, the fire department got there and had to put fans in the house to blow the smoke out. But and we weren't even in high school. I think we were in junior high school. Yeah, we were in junior high school, and we put the freaking fire out and kept the house catching on fire. So again, that's where I come from. So what's a big deal in an emergency to everybody else isn't that serious to me. Right. And I've been told, because I've had a couple people go off on me, you're condescending. And am I? Because I'm not entertaining this right now. Right. So yeah, I just don't get super emotional about stuff, because it's really not ever that serious unless somebody's laying in the street, dead or something. And I've witnessed one of that before too. So
I think it's your confidence is awesome. Like just in, because it's not just based in being, a person that's rooted in the art world. It's just based on you just know how to think quick. Yeah, take charge.
Like, my family. A lot, look, we about to go a little deep, okay? Some people know and some people don't. I was literally born with a disability.
Oh, okay.
So, out the womb, I came out the womb with issues. Yeah. I'm going to say issues, with challenges.
Copy.
Because it's not an issue.
That's right.
And and those who know, those who don't know, none of your business, but my and I do share with somebody. I think I've shared with you.
Yeah.
But I remember my mother told me the story about when I was born. My father said to her, "Please don't leave my baby at the hospital," because I guess back in the 70s, people would do that. And look, you're gonna know who I got it from. I ain't leave my damn baby in no damn hospital. What the hell I look like? Right. And my mother was 17 when she had me.
Right.
So again, I come from that, and then I was never told I couldn't do anything. And when I couldn't do something, I did it just to show people, you know, tell me I can't do something.
Oh, that's right.
So yeah, that's basically my lineage. Okay. Yeah. The women, I remember one time my family had my dad and them was trying to get a car on this hitch, and all the guys were out there like trying to get the car on this hitch or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they were like, "Hey, y'all, come here." And it was all the women outside because it was like at a cookout or something. And they wanted to tow this car while my father had the manpower. Mm-hmm. So they were like, "Hey, y'all, come over, see if y'all can help." So we basically, all the women turned their backs and did like this. Boop, that thing said click. Yeah. So, yeah.
Gotcha.
My aunt, I remember my aunt, the one that was at the last event that was helping my...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. My sister had a gun, and my aunt gave her the bullets. It was like, once you hear pow, 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 girl, you better run, because you only got 4. You know what I'm saying? So, when I was little, they were like, if a man... Because, you know, especially, again, 70s, it was common for men to touch little girls. That's not my story. All the men in my family have never been... Good. Never. Always been protected. Always. And when I tell you there was an extra hug and kiss on me all the time, but was never ever. They adored the women. Right. That's why I tell you, when I say I'm protected, I am protected by my brothers, my cousins. If I made a phone call, like if you said something to me, I made a phone call right now, somebody probably come in.
I don't want no smoke.
Yeah, but it's the truth. My cousin, my aunt, basically the pow 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 with the gun. Oh, when I was little, you know, they told us what to do if someone was to try to violate us. Mm-hmm. So I was told by my great aunt, you know, if a man ever tried to touch you, you kick him between the legs, and you pick up the biggest brick you can find and bust him upside the head. Yeah. So you were taught that as a young child. I never had to do it, but you knew what to do. Good. So yeah, I mean, that's basically.
Yeah, they was on their job.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and we kind of pass that along to every female. Like, yeah.
Love that. I love that. Mm-hmm. If an artist right now doesn't know where to turn, what to do, they're just out here, they got talent, but they don't really know if they good enough to be commercially viable, what would you advise them to do?
Separate your talent from your brand. I just made that up, but it makes sense, right?
It makes perfect sense.
Okay. So, yeah, I think there's a... and
when you say your brand, meaning separate your talent from who you think you are? Or what the world's telling you?
Actually, that's a good point. And I know what's in my brand. I'm trying to figure out how to articulate it so everybody else understands.
And the reason I say that is because now that the word brand has become like everybody's favorite go-to word when describing themselves.
Right.
I'm saying that because some people have a brand that's not established because it's just their fantastical viewpoint of themselves that's not been...
But they make their brand their art, though. So you got to realize... So remember I said separating the art from the artist.
There we go.
So the same thing, separating your art from yourself.
I got it.
So, and look, none of this is textbook.
Yeah.
This is just what I've experienced, what I see, what's worked for me.
Right.
And let's talk about that. Go back to when we had our other conversation during the webinar, when I said about the Erykah Badu kind of messed everybody up when she said I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit.
She sure did.
She messed that. When I tell you, if I hear that one more damn time, first of all. Second of all, sensitivity don't get you paid. So, and I'll give you another story. I've got a million of them, by the way, because I have been in this and everybody says I came out of nowhere and is dominated, because I can't sit here and tell you I put decades and decades into this. I haven't. I think I'm maybe 10 years in as an artist.
Okay.
As actually accepting myself as being an artist. Okay. So, but, you know, in my journeys, you know, I ran across an artist and he was like, I don't like selling my stuff. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, I want to leave some legacy for my kids. Okay, so what? is this a hobby? No. Okay, so what do you, because everybody's looking for some kind of social media. Yeah, social media has blinded all of us on how life really freaking works. Right. Because the people who have mastered it, and not everybody, but a lot of the people who have mastered it have put up smoke and mirrors, so other people are buying, they're buying into the fantasy of it all. Right. I know I'm all over the place, but I got a ping pong here.
Yeah, no, I get it.
So, like, for instance, me, if you go on my social media, I might have 2,000, 3,000 followers. And I'm probably more booked than a lot of people who has more than that. Right. My word of mouth is my work ethic. My word of mouth is my work and my brand. Because, again, back to the whole, it doesn't matter how talented you are. If you're not a good person, people don't want to deal with you.
That's a fact.
Period. So, ping-ponging back the other way, he can't understand that what are you selling if you're not selling your art?
And the boy was, what are you selling?
Oh, yeah, and the boy was a monster. And I said, take a picture of it. It ain't gonna go nowhere. Like, take a picture of it. Right. Sell it. Like, what are you holding on to it for? And then not realizing that a lot of times people want to leave something for their children, but the children probably don't want that mess. I watched this show called, I used to watch Storage Wars. You remember Storage Wars?
Of course. You said remember, it's not still on TV?
I think it is, but I'm watching it.
I don't watch it anymore, but I know.
I think the dude Barry died though, didn't he? Remember Barry the dude?
That's the redneck?
No, that's not the redneck. But my story about to be about the redneck. But no, Barry was the dude that wore the glass, the rich dude with the gray hair.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
I remember him. Yeah.
So but no, the redneck. Speaking of him, I think him and his son got a storage locker, and it was all his art in it. You ever see the episode? Nope. And they got it appraised, ended up being worth millions of dollars. Dang. And it was like from some well-known artist, whatever. His family put that crap in the storage daggone thing and never paid the bill, and then they ended up buying the.
That's crazy. Wow.
And I always think about that, and I'm like, really?
Right.
Because it was nothing to them.
Right.
And the thing about it is that did they know it was worth millions? They didn't even take the time to get it appraised. And maybe they did, and they same thing as him. I don't want to sell my stuff. And then guess what? Somebody ended up buying it from a freaking storage unit, paying probably $50 for the damn thing, and you done let somebody walk away a millionaire.
And got your legacy.
Thank you. And I think they stepped away from the show after a while for that, if I remember correctly. And then they came back later. Yeah. Yeah.
Came up.
Oh, yeah, they came up. So I never wanted to be that. And you got to realize, too, when you sell your stuff, it becomes free marketing for you. Because if a person that has money bought your stuff, and you think other people want to walk in their house and be like, oh, wow, where'd you get that from?
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. And then rights. Right. You still own the right to the image.
There we go.
This damn microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's hitting me in a very disrespectful place. But you still have rights to the image. Right. And a lot of times they don't understand that either. So you can sell the actual piece. Right. But you still have rights to the image.
This is game right here for people to understand.
Yeah, the VERA Act.
Yeah. Oh, break that down.
The VERA Act. So it's the Visual Artists' Rights Act.
Right.
And I think it was a 1990.
Okay.
So it's a real thing. Look it up. So I think I told you the story. And don't quote me on the story. I can only tell you, like, so this was in your home state, whatever the heck you call it, borough.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not from New York, so I don't want to be disrespectful. There was a bunch of artists. They painted on a building. The landlord allowed them to do it.
Was it graffiti?
It was graffiti. It was all kinds of. It was like
so
everywhere.
I think it's. When, I remember you told me this story last time. When you said it, I was like, it got to be the spot in East Harlem because I remember that growing up.
It's a great big old. Now it's a great big old white building, but at the time it was just graffiti.
Yeah, and it was we all knew about that.
Every corner, every part. So, and this is from me reading an article. Like I said, I don't have any first.
And this is like the legendary graffiti artist. Like this was official.
Yeah, it was a whole. Oh yeah, it was a whole.
I remember that.
And he just let them do it. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, if you're saying it was a staple, it makes sense.
Staple.
So so that means that everybody knew go out there put some work on there.
That's like the what's his name? Keith Haring.
Yes.
He has the Crack is Whack. Mm-hmm. That's on a handball court by the projects in Harlem.
Oh.
Right by the highway. They will never do nothing to that because now it's Keith. It's a Keith Haring.
Yeah, well,
it's right there.
Look, if they cut that wall, they take a Exacto.
Yeah, and it's a whole.
I'm saying Exacto.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. One of them damn construction shippers.
And it's like his classic
thing
style
in a museum.
with the, right.
Yeah. So yeah, but they painted on the building, and the owner sold it. Damn. And the new owner covered it up and painted it white, and they sued, and
Hell
they
yeah.
won.
I know that's right.
Like don't quote me. I think look it up, Google it. It's real. I think they won like $40 million. It was something ridiculous.
Damn.
Yeah, but the argument could have been, and that was under the VEER Act.
Yeah.
So the argument could have been that's not their building, but they own the rights. So if they said if he would have contacted each person and allowed them to archive, document, whatever that is, then there could have been a settlement made, but he didn't do that.
Smart.
And they covered up the building. So dumb on his part.
Yeah, he was an idiot.
But smart enough for them to sue. Yeah. But that's back to the rights thing, because somebody spearheaded that and said, hey guys, and found all of them people and was like, we have rights.
We have rights.
Or either an attorney or somebody, I don't freaking know, but somebody figured it out.
Yeah.
And they were basically covered under the VEER Act.
Yeah, somebody with a DMV League brain came through and got the bag for him. That's a fact.
Exactly.
Key, we appreciate you coming by. We're going to do this early and often. You are not going to be a one-off, ma'am. I hope you're ready.
I am. Look,
sometimes I just want you to come in here and just talk shit with me. And I'm going to say this today. I was not in the greatest mood, and Key uplifted my whole spirits. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll get into that another day.
Yeah, this was an artist conversation. Yeah.
This was good, though.
Yes,
because we got to introduce the people to you the right way. And then I can get into the homegirl energy because, you know what I'm saying, y'all some listening ass, peeping ass fools. Thank you, Keiona Clark.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is better if I do that.
Yeah, okay. Bet. Turn this shit off.